This ain't good. Good morning. Okay, just leaking out of there. Okay, what's going on? We have 0 water pressure. This ain't good. Either the pressure switch went out or the little heater in there quit working. It wasn't that cold last night. So now we got about 400 thirsty critters with no water. We got the 0 water pressure.
Uh-oh.
Hopefully the heater quit working or something.
It wouldn't have froze last night.
It wouldn't have?
It's probably that pressure
switch. Which we got a new one, right?
Let me silage in, you can feed them. I'll go take a look.
Oh, we have had issues with the pressure switch, and we have a new one because the pressure switch seems to go out somewhat often. I feel like we'll have this thing fixed here in like 10-15 minutes, but if for some reason we can't fix it, and then all of a sudden we're scrambling to water 400 critters, that would just be really, really tough. We'd have to put a water tank, have to fill it, it would take the whole day just to keep them watered. This isn't too big of a deal. Every once in a while this bolt snaps. I think it acts kind of as a shear bolt in case there's something big in here when you're shutting that door. You don't break the door or put strain on this hydraulic cylinder, it pops this. Yeah, that just broke, which just makes it so I can't open the gate as far because that'll bend down. Then I started pulling on this chain and it is really loose, which that's a pretty easy thing. We can just shove that out. But it's a mess. Happy Monday.
It's like the pressure switch. It's
fried.
The points are fried.
Yeah. And that one bolt, the door thing, whatever, that bolt just snapped for some reason.
It needs replaced.
And then also the chain is really loose. So if we have a moment sometime.
The unloading the floor chain?
Yeah, the unloading chain.
Alright, if you find that pressure switch, I'll get tools we need.
Okay. Found it.
It's a nice day to have water trouble.
This is kind of some never before seen type stuff we're doing here.
Okay.
So this is kind of the pump house, I guess. Is that what you'd call it?
I call it the
well house? Okay. It's just this little building. Basically the pump sits. Oh, it's really warm in there.
Yeah. So the pressure tank's the blue thing. That big cylinder there is actually the well. A little heater in here this time of the year to keep the pipes from freezing. I'm going to shut that off now.
Oh! That was a big sucker. Did you see him?
Nope.
You're probably
Ignorance
happy.
is bliss.
Yeah, you don't want to see him.
By the way, I've got both of them turned off.
Okay, because there's electrical in there.
That's what I'm working on. Pressure switch here, which runs up to about 40.
PSI?
Shuts off. 45 maybe. And then goes back down until it hits a low point, and then it powers it up again to pump more water.
And then the mice and the rats enjoy the heater throughout the winter.
Heated living facilities.
Yeah.
I had a skunk in here one time years ago.
How would that? The door must have popped open?
No, the older shed was getting bad. Actually, I think they burrowed underneath and there's holes in the concrete here. 2 sets of points on this pressure switch. We had it on this side for many years. That fried a year and a half ago. We didn't have a new switch, so we tried this other side and that worked. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wait a second. Nope. It's turning here. I should have had a vice grip. Run and get a vice grip, will you?
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. And then I suppose if it was under pressure, water would squirt out of here?
And it might drill a little bit, but I think it's pretty drained. Oops. Now we need our tape.
Okay, it's right here.
Did I ever tell you about the time my mom asked me to take Jeff to the circus? So I'm a senior in high school. Mom and Dad had Jeff was the youngest, probably done the circus to death, so they didn't want to do it anymore. Asked me if I'd take him. I went to school that day. I happened to mention that in a class, and a girl in my class said, well, I'd like to go to the circus. can I go with you guys? And I thought, yeah, Jeff's kind of my wingman here, getting me kind of a date. Load Jeff up and her, and we go to the circus. Partway through the circus, she nudges me, and I look over, and Jeff's got his hand on her lap. And I realized Jeff wasn't my wingman, I was his. You know what the worst part about it was? He was only 5 years old. Mm-hmm. That's all I got to say about that. Is that tight?
Yeah, I think that's good. I don't know if we want to go another.
Okay. Tighten that back up so it doesn't vibrate out.
Is it not working?
Yeah, we must have popped that breaker in the other that sends power to it. Oh, but the heater works. Oh. There's power to it. But all I can say is let's switch it.
Okay, let me do it.
I'll loosen these and then you can do it.
Do we just need to smack it?
Let me,
Oh, man.
wow. Something it ain't happy. It's popping it out. Oops.
Oops, what?
Uh-oh.
Ellie says, I didn't do it. Sometimes you just gotta smack it with a hammer. Breaker's popping right after we turn it back on. I guess we're eating snow today. It's gone from a 15-minute fix to this ain't good.
Okay.
What do we do?
We go and we get that tool and we turn on so the rural water can run the farm.
Okay.
But let me think. I gotta think first.
Okay. Sounds expensive.
For water?
Yeah.
Yeah. Water will come in to the pressure tank. Then it'll go to our hydrants, but it won't go down our well.
Oh, okay. So the plumber called Dad back. Is he a plumber or an electrician? I'm sure he knows a little of both. He actually told Dad, don't switch the water to rural water because it makes a big mess for him when he gets over here. He'll be here in less than an hour, below freezing. So they're going to be okay. They're going to get a little thirsty here, depending on how long it takes him to fix that. My guess is in 2 hours here, they'll have water and they'll be okay. They're thinking they're going to have to pull a well, meaning we're going to have to pull that little building off of it too so they can get at that stuff, depending on what he figures out, what he thinks needs done. One really nice thing that we got going for us is it's not a 95-degree Fahrenheit day where the cattle are super thirsty, but also in that case the floats would have been on. The odds that the tanks would have been completely full to start off the day, or at least to start off until the pump went out. At least they're not too thirsty. They do have snow. I do think they're a little more worried about food right now other than water. We feed these girls on the snow here. They'll eat quite a bit of water. There, that's my solution for the cows this morning. Plumber's just pulling in. We're still planning on working those heifers today. We gotta get the pump setting out. Every time we run the chute, people tell me to put caster wheels on that. And I agree with you, I wanna do it. I just gotta find time. And I gotta decide what kind of wheels I want. And I need to decide if I'm gonna build a frame or if I'm just gonna bolt them right to the pump already. So, yeah, I just got some decisions to make. The biggest thing is I just need some time. But I agree. It'd be really awesome to have some big wheels on there so we can just roll that around so I don't have to carry it with the skid loader. This thing got super muddy, and there's so much mud and dirt caked in here I couldn't run the pedals, so I cleaned that out the other day. Come on, man. Nice. That is not ideal. Another issue we got going on, if you watched the last preg checking video, we were talking about how these hoses were popping out, and actually one popped out by itself. My fault, because I got these hoses too tight because I didn't want all this slack in there. Well, then they're so tight, especially when a big critter hits that hard, the chute tilts a little bit. So I gotta cut all these zip ties and get some more slack over here so we can plug these in and they won't be popping out. It'd be really nice if we had like some sort of PVC that we could run all the way along, so make it so they're not dangling in the way, but we could make it so there's enough slack it wasn't pulling those back out. Did you see it, Ellie? There's a squeenie in here. Let's wrangle up some cattle. Dad's gonna try to lead them right into the gate. So this is cool. They tore out the electric fence and brought it to the water tank. Ellie, you helping? Don't blow this. Yep. Go with your friends. Hey. Somebody go through the gate. Hey. Some days I think we should have put a bigger gate in there. Yeah. You know, we kind of push a lot of cattle through it. Yeah. It's going to be hard putting Ellie away now. Yep. Hey. That looks like quite the production. You got a back out of there. That's tough. Nice. It'll put that feed out and then we'll start working the cattle. Picnic table's all snowy. This should go pretty quick. We just got to do that one thing, give them a shot since they're basically all ready. So this shot is called a scour guard shot. The term scours basically means diarrhea, and this shot's not even really for the cow. It's for the calf that it's going to have. Every farmer knows what colostrum is. That's that first drink that the calf gets. The colostrum has a bunch of, big word, immunoglobulins, which is basically the calf's immunity, all it has for defense against diseases those first few days. It's really important for that calf. Oh, it's a Schwanstruck. Oh man, root beer ice cream float bars. Oh, they're so good. They can't really protect themselves against anything, so that first milk is really high quality. It's called colostrum. It's got those immunoglobulins in it. Basically attaches to any virus, not any, but most viruses that the calf comes in contact with and neutralizes it. And so what we're doing today, giving these cows the heifers a scour guard shot, that heifer will pass some basically immunity to the calf, and so that calf can protect itself for a while. Not only that, since the heifer has that shot, the dose load is smaller. There's less of that pathogen being created by the herd as a whole, and so there's just less of that microorganism around. Reduces the chances of that calf getting scours, which is basically diarrhea. A calf can get dehydrated real quickly, just go south, and it's really hard on them. That's why we care so much, and that's why we're getting these heifers up just for this one shot today. Get off the couch. You kidding me? It's muddy out there. Yeah, goober. Who does she think she is? I could only find one slappy, but I'm pretty sure there's 6 in the pickup that we usually use. I don't think Ellie's happy. I guess I'd do my Instagram for the day. If I want to be.
Son of a gun.
You break a needle already?
Damn it.
Looks like he's starting to put the new one in. Go find the hole. Find the hole. Find it. There you go. Goes pretty fast when you just got one shot to give. Hip, hip, hip. Hip, hip, hip. Come on. Now watch and admire as 80 of the most beautiful heifers in this countryside run by. We do have 1, 2, 6 left, but they're working on putting the building back on. Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, we better remember we got 3 hydrants that are open. Critters will drink it down faster than it's coming out. We just got these 6 left to work, and it's probably lunchtime. At least it feels like that. My stomach's telling me it's lunchtime. I'm sure these girls are getting hangry too. Hi, hey, get Get in there. Come on, Chunky. Come on. I don't know what that was about. To be honest, she's the biggest heifer we got, so I think she's just on the obese side. Yeah, she's a big girl. That chute's amazing. I only did about 6 by myself, but with our old chute, that definitely wouldn't have been a thing. The plumber took off. I guess they got it working again. I can see we got some thirsty critters drinking over there, standing by the water tank. I'm sure we're gonna go get some food, and then we still got these 15 steers to work. Is it not working?
He got the pump going, and he was pumping water, and then a fitting blew, and now he's going for more parts.
So they don't got the drinky.
They did for a couple minutes.
Oh, a couple minutes.
Yeah, what time is it?
I don't know. It feels like lunchtime.
Yeah.
Woo! Go get them. Water should be running. I'm sure we got herds of critters stackpiled around the tanks. Get back in there. Well, it's running. Gotta be in jail for about 30 minutes. Hey, Randy.
Slow and friendly.
Uh-huh. Slow and friendly? Oh! Oh, never mind. That scared me. This gate was open. So was that. I thought they were gonna go out, but luckily that one was closed. Hello. 30-something-year-old pump. It looks a little, it's gunky in there. Looks a little used.
A few gallons.
One or two gallons.
Those are metal.
Yeah, they are. Is the new stuff plastic?
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice that it happened on a nice day.
Yeah, not -20 and blowing sideways. I should get some rat poison to put in here, huh? There's some big ones. Nobody's up to drink. Rooter! I just wanted to apologize for stabbing you with a needle earlier today, but it's gonna make your calves healthier. So, you're welcome. We brought 2 buckets of treats for the heifers, and we also got a smaller bucket of some treats for the rats. I bet you the one I saw earlier could eat a whole one of these to itself. It was a big sucker. It's one of those things you take for granted. Running water, something that'll work to pump it out of the ground to feed your cattle. But yeah, it's pretty interesting to see the old metal pipe that was stuck down in there. Ooh, it's greasy. A lot of iron down in that well water. Oh no. Why didn't you guys tell me to shut the gate? Come on. I left the gate open.
I'll bring it side by side.
Okay, just sitting in the house. Dad says, oh, we got cattle out. I better walk down bales, because sometimes they like to walk up in there and get stuck. Yeah, I straight up left that gate open. Well, that's enough farming for one day. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.
No, but you went right through it, didn't you?
Yeah, I went through the gate and I didn't shut it. I don't get what's so hard to understand about it. I messed up.
When there's cattle in a pen and you come out of it.
Yeah, I understand that. You're supposed to shut the gate, Dad.
Well, don't turn it on me like I'm missing the point, because I think you're missing the point.
No, I know the point. The point is I didn't shut the gate.